Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of Lex's Budget Bunker Build. You can see I'm in business today. I've got the old Peaky Blinders hat on, so nothing's going to stop me now. Now I know I've been banging on about the water situation, but we've just had a couple of days of really heavy rain, and there's not a drop of water in here. Just looking down the side there, this is where the water normally comes in along this ridge here. Not a drop, so I'm well happy with that. As I say, I sort of apologise for banging on about it, but anybody that's digging bunkers or tunnels they'll relate. They will relate because the water is can be such a problem. So just another weekend. Planning to get a bit more concrete up, a bit more rebarring first, then a box in, then chucking another level of concrete, and see how we go from there. Hopefully have a bit of time to do a bit of wiring, tidying up as well, and maybe get that the water alarm in. But yeah, honestly, when I look at the fact that nothing's getting in here now, it's not really an urgent job. But because winter is coming, it's autumn here at the moment, so winter promises to be a wet one. So I've no doubt that water will eventually find its way down here. So we've got to get that pump situation streamlined. Other than that, it's just keep cracking on. So sit back, have a cup of coffee, and enjoy watching me work and fumble around. Cheers. All right, let's fire up old Sparky. Oh. Try not to die in the process. That's what I was looking for. Just protect the back end core flute. Gotcha. Well guys, that was a nasty little experience. I was welding. I've had this welder. It was quite a cheap one, but it's been really, really good. And it came with this mask. I've been using it for years. Never had a problem. But today, I'd done a few welds, and then unnoticed to me, the lens had slipped up like this. So there's a gap. There's a gap there. And I just grabbed the mask, put it up to my face and started welding, not realising I was actually looking straight through that hole. So I got a pretty full-on flash. Lasted about a second. Don't think it would have done permanent eye damage, but no doubt I'm going to have a headache tonight, because in my early days when I did a bit of welding, I had the odd arc flash, and I can tell you, it's you get a headache at the back here. Starts at the back of your eyes, and she's not good. But anyway, I'll watch out for that in future. It's never done that before. I don't know why. Maybe I might have pushed on it, so I put it down and it popped up like that. So once bitten, twice shy. I'll be a bit more careful in future. Anyway, just thought I'd share that with you. This is a shout out to my friend Dale online. This one's for you, mate. Hope that's better. Cheers, mate. So I thought I'd share probably a quick reason why I was using this wrong. So pretty much everything I know about using tools and trade related stuff I learned off my dad. I used to hang around his workshop since about age 10, and when I left school I went and worked for him. He was a mechanic, and I actually served my time and worked in the family business. Eventually took over the family business. Passed that on many years ago. But yeah, so these gadgets weren't around 45 years ago, but these gadgets were. So this is like I guess a forerunner of a power screwdriver. So this thing's got a little setting here, which changes direction, and basically you put it on the screw and then you push down and you can see that spinning. See, that is pretty cool. And if you want to undo a screw, you just push that up that way, push down, and she spins. So this is what I learnt on using one of these, because these things come along, which I was a late adopter of these, but honestly, obviously once you start using them you can't do without them. But I always thought that setting was the one for hammering in the screws, but as Dale pointed out, that's actually for a hammer drill, and that's your screw, and that's your normal drill. So thanks for that. I mean, I should have noticed. Look, this actually looks like a screw, but there we go. But yeah, thanks for that heads up, Dale. It's probably saved me ruining a lot of screws and maybe even prematurely wearing out my power screwdriver. Because as good as this thing is, I definitely don't want to go back to it. Alright, hope you enjoyed that little interlude. And thanks again, Dale. Alright guys, that's the end of another episode. It's a bit of a short one. Basically, I've just put in another layer of concrete. I didn't bother to film it all. Honestly, it's just it's the same as last week's video. It's just weld in a bit of rebar, put in some cement, put in some boxing, and then put in some cement. The only thing I'll note is I've changed the profile of this slightly, because I noticed at this end it was getting very narrow, right up against the rebar, and at this end it seemed to be getting fatter and fatter. So I've taken bags of cement to fill up against the back wall there, and then getting really thin up here. So yeah, I've adjusted that. I think that's better. It's going to use a lot less cement, which is expensive. Still plenty as far as I'm concerned. Plenty of rebar in there. It'll be solid. And yeah, so a few more sessions of that to go, but we're getting there. It's getting closer. Yeah, I might knock out the next episode. I think I'll address that wiring that I talked about. So hopefully that'll be a little bit more interesting than just more and more cement, concreting. It's yeah, I don't know how anybody bothers to watch that, to be honest. It's probably getting a bit tedious. Although having said that, I mean, I watch these sort of videos and I absolutely love them. So yeah, I guess we're a special audience, and yep. So if anybody is watching this, thank you very much. Shout out to my Patreons. Your continued support is very much appreciated. That's Demon Zitto and Rumble Rick. And a shout out to all the people that subscribed. I really appreciate that and liking these videos. And yeah, I'll just keep plugging along. So that's it from me. Catch you in the next video. Lex out.